Is this series dead, or are they legit around? Well, let's let this excellent music play. That's some gorgeous art style. We need more art style like that. We need more art style like that. We do. We don't need to just be technical graphics. We need hand-drawn art style like that. And no, there's no jokes I can make on this one. This is another war is hell kind of game. It is, absolutely. But on the anime spectrum. So, welcome back to part 3 of Valkyrie. Is it Valkyrie? Yeah, Valkyrie Chronicles. The first one. That means it's gorgeous. I thought I was going to play. I guess not. I guess it just puts it in a loop. Well, let's get anime, shall we? Should I make some jokes? No, I'd rather save the anime jokes for something I'm going to be more specifically anime. But Valkyrie Chronicles has been going on since the first one. We're on the fourth one, and the last one they had in the series has been 6 years. So if they're going to do a Valkyrie Chronicles 5, I think they could. But I'm glad that they're taking their time, but I kind of want them to do it. Oddly enough, 2 and 3 are on PSP, as far as I know. But the first and the fourth one are on the PS4 consoles. So that's kind of interesting that there's no Valkyrie Chronicles on the fifth game, or the fifth, or this current gen. I don't get why that's the case, but whatever. Okay, so this episode is not part of that. Gonna have to try this out. Alright, time to load this game and let's get started. I remember what I immediately enjoyed about this. Gameplay is fantastic because there's the whole strategy and... Well, let me start over. Storytelling is pitch perfect in terms of anime. Anime has some pretty solid storytelling in terms of video games, but when they are in the form of anime, like in like their natural thing, like just anime in general, yeah, their storytelling can surpass most media, and they know how to do their storytelling right. That's the most highest regard I can give anime. Is certain anime properties weird? Absolutely. But when you find that right anime, just that sweet spot, then that storytelling is just like iconic. Attack on Titans, I don't care what anybody says about the controversial ending, that did happen in the manga, so it's nothing that wasn't, because I looked it up. That is exactly what happened in the manga. So the anime was just following teeth by teeth, tooth by tooth. I know that's a weird expression to use, but it was following really closely to the manga. So I'm not disappointed. There's no other way you could have ended that anime. Sorry for anyone who is an Attack on Titan fan and who thinks otherwise, but no, I think they did perfectly. But it's not the only anime that has some pretty solid storytelling for that. Full Metal Alchemist, Cowboy Bebop's not known for the story, but there is so much story with its characters and stuff, and so on. So that's what I mean. Anime. That's what I appreciate about anime. When they're not rush production and when their corporate bigwigs don't interrupt their creative control, the storytelling is iconic in certain anime. So I will give anime fans and I will give anime that street cred. They do their storytelling right. So the fact that this storytelling is pretty freaking great, I can say that with 100% certainty. The story is absolutely great. Characters are likable too. You hate the people you want to hate, and you like the people, but it's more of you like people who you actually do like. That's the main leads and everyone else. But even if there are some enemies in this, they're kind of treated in a very realistic sense. Tank battles are fun and absolutely frustrating, but I don't mind them being frustrating. It's actually fantastic. Okay, enough talk. Let's get started. And the handcraft animation is fantastic. Okay, so that's new. So yeah, she's fan favorite. I can honestly say she's fan favorite. The sister. Okay, I think I already did some of the VA. So let me go ahead and I feel like I did do the VA for most of the characters, but I will go ahead and do it again because we actually have time, and I actually want to do it. No, I actually really want to talk about the VAs for that. I think they're worth acknowledging. I think it's pretty solid. It's not like S tier for the voice acting, but it's pretty great, and everyone sounds how they actually would seem like they would sound. So the guy who's playing the main character, Welkin, I remember that, is Dave Windenberg. Okay, so he plays Kakashi in Naruto. That's one of his best role. It's one of his best role. Of course, Gino from Code Geass, Digimon, Winter or Witch Hunter Robin, Last Exile. He's kind of one of the really old school ones, and like, you know, Yurin Lowenthal, he's kind of one of those guys back in the day that's been in so many work, but you can put him in everything at this point, and he won't be disappointed. He will actually do pretty well. He even voiced Teddy in Persona 4. The guy literally can voice almost any character. And he can voice a villain too. He played Kefka in some Final Fantasy media. Think about that. That's kind of crazy. Okay, so who's playing Alicia is Colleen. Oh, I am not going to try to pronounce that. Well, anyway, she was also in Naruto also. She played Ino, Yamanaki, and Konohamaru. Konohamaru? Probably mispronounce that. Jazz Benton in Danny Phantom, The Wasp, and the Avengers. Earth's Mightiest Heroes, that anime. Jodie Irwin in The Life and Times of Jennifer Lee, when that was still around. Bleach. Also in Sonic Boom, she's the voice of Miles of Sonic Boom. She also briefly voiced Cosmos in Xenosaga 2. She also voiced Genius, Sage, and Tales of Symphonia. Oh yeah, she was also the commander in Nier Automata. Oh yeah, she was fantastic in that one. Oh man, there's just a long list that she did. But she's also versatile like Day 2. You can put her in almost any role and she will kill it. No questions asked. Anybody else that we have met? I'm just double checking. And then we have fan favorite Isara, who is Welkin's sister. And she is played by freaking Laura Bailey. I don't even need to describe who Laura Bailey is. Abby. But anyway, I'm sorry to say it like that, but Abby is kind of gave her PTSD because of Joe. But we try not to talk about that as much as we can. Now, to chapter... Okay, it's been 10 minutes, so actually get to chapter 2. Yeah, view this episode. Oh yes, I finished that sequence. It was actually brutal. I feel like this is where I was at.
2 hours after the first shots were fired, Brule was under Imperial control. Though a mere skirmish by Empire standards, the raid on Brule would mark Welkin Gunther's first taste of battle and begin his rise to a Gallian hero.
Alicia.
I thought I would be ready for this. I knew war meant this might happen. It hurts. Seeing my town overrun like this, seeing all those people killed, it's just not right. How could all this happen? It isn't human, Welkin.
We look at those birds and see how wild and free they are. But they all have their own territories. If anything threatens their home, they'll risk their lives to defend it. People are animals too. We do what we have to, when we have to. Animals are in a constant struggle to stay alive, but I've also seen them help each other, almost like they were cooperating in order to survive.
Cooperating?
That's why I'm so into studying natural science. That coexistence. I want to know how it works. If we could figure that out, mankind could put it to use for our own survival. That's why I want to be a teacher, so that I can pass that knowledge on to the children. I mean, even if we can't completely eliminate war, at least we might learn to live together as one people.
You think so?
Welks, look. Martha fell asleep, so that makes me the babysitter. See, Alicia?
Oh, he's adorable.
Just like you said, even in war, new life happens all around us. Come here. Look, that's your hometown.
Someday, we'll come back home again.
Yes. Someday soon. I know it.
Gosh,
Chapter 3. Vassal Urban Warfare.
Thank you, narrator. Yeah, clearly a new episode's been unlocked. Clearly. Man, you are with the characters. They're underdogs. But man, I really like the positive message of hope and trying to understand your enemies. Yeah, I mean, this is the positive message that this game does in a very exceptionally well done. It's so vastly different. It's unfortunate that the Valkyria Chronicles is not played by a lot of people, only like specific people. I mean, come on, guys. Who in this audience, once this video is uploaded in 4K, knew what tongue-tied. Who knew what Valkyria Chronicles was about? Who actually knew Valkyria Chronicles existed? Probably only specific people. I'm just saying, not a lot of people played this game. I can tell you that much. Okay, so give or take, maybe 10 chapters or 10 chapter plus, possibly. Okay, so a tab, chapter select. Well, let's definitely save because it's been very long. Overall, I'm very glad to come back to this one, so sweetness. Alright, enemy cutscene time.
In March of 1935, the Empire began its invasion across Gallia's eastern border.
Oh, I guess that's for me to press it.
Maximilian, commander of the Gallian invasion front, built his army around mobile armor. Ghirlandaio and the other fortresses along the border fell to his tanks in quick succession. Bruhl's fall in under 2 hours was typical of villages in the Empire's path, and the road to the capital bore a steady flow of refugees.
Thank you, Irene.
Randgries, Gallia's capital, a town secure and stable since ancient times. Within its walls stood the castle Randgries, and within its unicorn spire resided Cordelia, Gallia's princess. Supporting Gallia's policy of neutrality was a system of universal conscription. Under it, all schools required military training each year. In the event of a war, citizens were then drafted into the militia to defend their country.
Yeah, by force. They had no choice. Conscription. We get it.
As the conflict with the East grew worse, both Welkin and Alicia found themselves no exceptions to that fate.
Oh yeah, I mean, pretty much everybody's expendable.
So these are my new digs.
Yep, main protagonist.
Oh, my uniform. I should get changed before reporting in. Better get ready now. Flares, binoculars, a compass, and a map.
And new attire. That actually looks like from the box art.
Everything you need for a nice hike. Or combat.
More specifically, combat.
Welkin? Can I come in?
Sure, it's open.
Oh, you're already changed too. Let's see.
Aw, she's a tsundere.
Not bad, not bad. You look good, actually.
His future waifu.
So, how about me? Do I look all right in this? Convincing?
Future waifu. To Welkin.
Let's take a look. Yeah, you look fine. You wear it like a pro.
Oh, dude, you're laying on pretty thick, aren't you?
Really? You're not just saying that?
No, obviously not.
Of course not. You look tough. I like it.
So you like strong women?
Oh, good. I was worried it looked kind of silly.
But this is the same outfit you wore in the previous chapters. There's nothing different about it.
No way. That plating on the back? It's like a coleopterate exoskeleton. Beetle-tastic.
Oh, of course you would say that.
Colio what? And did you just say beetle?
Wrong choice of words, bro.
Welkin?
Oh, no.
What kind of girl wants to hear that she looks like a bug?
No woman. No woman at all. He's chosen death.
Huh? Not just any bug. A rhinoceros beetle. King of the insects. Who wouldn't want that?
Welkin, you dumb... Anyway.
Uh-huh. I guess I'll just try to take that as a very welcome sort of compliment.
Yeah, she loves him. There's no way any woman would take... There's just no way. No woman would take that It's not even really a compliment. He just called her a bug. Man, she has tolerance out of the hoo-ha.
Tell me about that scarf. You've been wearing it since I met you.
Oh, this? It's part of my uniform from the bakery.
How convenient.
Is that right?
I don't want to forget the time I spent busting my buns baking.
Phrasing?
I plan to keep wearing it until I can get back to manning the ovens again.
You know, in a war where baking is not really essential unless being soldiers.
That's great. Once you do, I'll be first in line to get some of that bread.
Future husband!
Is that a promise? Well, I'll be sure to have plenty of it ready and waiting for you.
Oh my gosh, she is crushing on him.
Absolutely. Hey, if you're ready, we should probably go see the captain now.
I am so cool with anime cutscenes. That is all. Let's move on. I think that's what we just watched, and I can just get back on it. Yeah, okay, cool. We can just skip it. Valkyria Chronicles, you know what we're about. We don't want to just, like, re-watch the cutscenes we just watched. We want to actually watch this like a movie. Yeah, it's a great blend of actual cutscenes, anime cutscenes, which are very much appreciated, and when they do it in video games, I'm all for it, because we are all about pretty much AAA technical graphics. We kind of forget that, you know, you're just a video game, so art direction and anime cutscenes are just a rare commodity, but take it for what it's worth. Well, I mean, indie games are now commonplace, but that's a good thing. But anime cutscenes, it's kind of a dime a dozen. It doesn't happen often, but when it does happen, cherish it. Cherish the crap out of it. I'm just saying.
Come in. Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay.
Galleon Militia Enlistee Welkin Gunther, reporting for duty.
Ma'am, Galleon Militia Enlistee Alicia Melchiot, also reporting for duty.
I'm Captain Eleanor Varrot, commander of this regiment. Gunther, you're promoted to lieutenant. You'll be leader of Squad 7 now.
Ma'am!
Enlistee Melchiot, you're promoted to sergeant. You'll be under the lieutenant's command. Understood?
Ma'am!
What do you know? It is you. Nice coincidence, huh, Welkin?
Valdio? I had no idea that you'd enlisted.
Yep. Now that there's a real war going on, I joined up. Pretty much all the officer and training boys are here just like you.
You know each other.
Yes, ma'am. We knew each other at university. Welcome was in science and I was in archaeology. And just look at us now. No archaeology or science. Looks like the two of us are studying war, I guess.
Looks that way. It's good to see you.
And you.
That'll be all for now. There's a strategy briefing later today, but you still have time. Time for you to catch up. You'll be spending a lot of time on the post and in Randgrees. They'll be your new home, so get to know them. That'll be all. Report back in time for the briefing. Until then, you're dismissed.
Okay. I know, it's not like me to be actually silent on anime cutscenes. No, I think we should absolutely stay silent for anime cutscenes. Because they actually try. Okay, I kind of want to see who kind of voices that guy. I'm just taking a look. If I can't find him fast enough, then I will save that probably for the next stream. Because there are actually a lot of anime characters in this. I'm actually kind of very much surprised. No. Okay, maybe he's right there. No. Nope. Okay, maybe other Galleon characters? No. Okay. Okay, Eleanor. That's the one we just saw. Okay, so this is someone who we haven't seen before. She's voiced by Julia Fletcher. I have no idea who that is, so... Okay, Valdio is voiced by Robin Atkin Downs. Travis Touchdown. That is really one of his best roles. But he also played Kaz from Metal Gear Solid. He's definitely in a lot of Batman titles. My gosh, dude. There was Rav. He played Yasha. He played George freaking Washington. His best role is Travis Touchdown, and we all know it in terms of that. He was definitely a Dirge of Cerberus. He played Genesis. That was kind of an odd casting, but hey, whatever. They never did anything with that, too. Fallout 4, DuckTales, the 2017 version. Gungrave, dude is in everything. And I mean everything. But all I remember him in terms... I mean, the guy pulls off a great British accent, but he also plays some really solid roles. Of course, my favorite in terms of his performance is, of course, going to be Travis Touchdown. That is his best character. His best character, period. And that kind of sums it up. Alright, so let's continue on. Okay, this doesn't look like we can equip any other things. Uh-oh, this is some RPG logic. You sons of... Aw, I love that bit. I love when you do stuff like this. Okay. Is her name Brigitte? Huh, is she related to Tony Stark? Largo Porter. Oh, he's really pulling those mutton chops, don't you think? Choose a member who will fight in combat. Train units to improve on combat style. I think that's very much essential.
Welcome to your worst nightmare. I'm the guy who's gonna whip you lazy blobs into shape.
I see what you did there. Oh, man, that was tasteless.
Still, I can't work miracles here. No amount of drilling beats real combat experience.
That's a fact.
I want you all to go out there, kick some imp tail, and then show me what you learned.
I learned that getting shot is not fun.
I will train that experience into something you can actually use. Level you bums up.
Sounds like Noah North. Is that Nathan Drake?
But don't go trying to hog all the glory. A squad's a team, and we got no need for stars.
I heard that voice. I think that's Noah North.
You will train as a class and level up by class. Scout level 2, Scout level 3. You get it?
That's Noah North.
When the scouts level up, that means each and every one of them goes up that level.
No? Is it? I'm not gonna lie, that just sounds like Noah North. It sounds like him. I don't know why that sounds like him. Okay, it's saying like John DiMaggio. Is it that John DiMaggio? Well, that was in Valkyrie Chronicles 2. That name sounds too familiar. I know that voice. Anyway.
You hear me, maggots? Any of you think he's better than the rest of the team, go home now!
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going again, guys. No, I'm kidding.
All right. Now I'll show you lowlifes how this whole thing actually works. It ain't complicated. First you go out there and fight, then divvy up that experience here. Once the experience you cram into a soldier class clears a set amount, it'll level up. Picking which class to level up and when is your job as the squad leader. Now give it a go. Train all you want. I've got all day.
I bet you do. Okay, well, let's... Oh, cool! That's a very unique way to level these guys up. Oh yeah, I think we should level everybody up. And I mean everybody. Absolutely.
You're better than this. Push those limits.
Well, drill instructor, I just started this, so bite me. Everyone's level 2.
Good work, maggots. You're one level closer to human.
Oh, thank you. That's really cool.
That's a new potential out of Looks like that section beat a new potential out of the snipers.
I hope we didn't kill them. I like the way that we level up. So the more that we fight in these actually wars, these battles, the more we level up our scout, shock trooper, lancer, engineer, and sniper, baby. I'm all for it.
Got it? That's how training by class works. Now get out there and rack up some experience.
You know, and try to survive this war.
Oh, and there's one more thing to add.
There's more, like an infomercial?
Sometimes leveling up a unit class will unlock a hidden potential in them.
You don't say.
You can think of potentials as the natural abilities your soldiers have inside them.
Huh, I guess I owe the prize. Oh, tasteless.
Those abilities will form a big part of your strength in the field, so keep them in mind.
Thank you.
Other times, leveling up a class will earn you clearance for a new order. Here, as long as we're talking about it, I'll teach you a classic. A real golden oldie.
Don't you mean a golden eye? Oh, a event boost. It's nice.
Orders are special commands you can give out as the squad leader. They can save your tail.
Sweet as.
It doesn't take a genius to see that leveling up your soldiers is the best way to beef up your squad. The soldiers will get stronger, and you just might unlock new potentials and orders. All that just from me working you sorry bums into the dirt.
You didn't really do much. We did all the work.
I just hope you maggots are ready for a real workout the next time I see you here.
I don't like the implications. Alright, well, we used a lot of XP. Sure. R&D sounds important.
Welcome to R&D, man. What can I do you for?
Alright, Leon S. Kennedy. No, you're not that cool. Who am I kidding? Alright, let's see... Who's voicing Leon? What? I like to give a proper acknowledgement. Okay, so other galleon... Let's see if we can find this Leon person. We'll try. Not finding him yet. Oh no, nope, found him. Oh crap, he's played by Patrick Seitz. And to keep you familiar, if I haven't hammered home of who these characters in VA are, you're gonna see a pattern. Anything anime or specifically video games in general, they're gonna get knowledge to VA if you know them. Anyway, his best work is Bleach Hellsing, a freaking course. He is a knowledge in that. That is one of his best. Koe Kaze, Paradise Kiss, Tales of Fantasia. I thought he was in Soul Eater, but no, I think that was another guy. Code Geass, of course, and the list goes on. Patrick Seitz, it's in literal everything. Oh yeah, he plays Jiren in Dragon Ball Super, one of his best roles. One of his best roles. And of course, Attack on Titan. The list goes on. Patrick Seitz is the freaking Chad in terms of voice acting. He's been around, he's kind of one of those newer voice actors that you have heard him in kind of like in like the 2010, but really before then too. And the guy just keeps getting better work when they do put him in solid work. I mean, yeah, there are some roles he really sucks at, but most of his work has been 95% solid. His best role is Ragna the Bloodage in Blaze Blue. That is his best and freaking role. That is his best role. He kills it as that role. Shout out to Patrick Seitz. Just saying. Ragna the Bloodage is his best work.
Wait, I know that insignia. You're Lieutenant Gunther, aren't you?
His voice is so different from Ragna. That is so different.
I knew it! Man, I've heard about you! That evacuation at Brule was just... wow!
Okay, fanboy, take it down a notch.
Protecting a tiny life in the middle of all that slaughter? Man!
Doesn't sound like Patrick Seitz, but I guess he does. Let me do a double take. Is that Patrick Seitz? He just sounds very, 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 very different. I'm just gonna do a double take because... Nope, that's him. That is absolutely him. His voice sounds very different. So what's with the different type of voice his voice sounds so different as Ragnar and other voice that we know his voice is distinctive. He sounds younger. That's odd. Anyway.
Oh, Lieutenant, you're good people. You get all my respect and then some, bro.
Ah, okay. I guess that we could say bro in this time period.
What's going on, Leon? I could hear you from clear across the hangar.
I guess so. Okay, so who's he played by? Played by John DeMita. I have heard that person before, just not too much. Oh, wait.
Oh, Casey, check it out! It's Lieutenant Gunther! He's the man!
Yeah, he is the Chad. Man.
Sorry about him, Lieutenant. He's like this all the time, I'm afraid.
Full of enthusiasm and sugar? Yeah, I guess he would be.
But where are my manners? I'm Chris Cherney. I'm training here as a mechanic.
Nice to meet you, Chris, even though your name should be Chris, but hey, you know what? Keep an open mind.
Oh, and I'm Leon Schmidt, but just call me Leon, bro. I'm your boy.
Okay, whatever.
So, Lieutenant Gunther, what brings you down to R&D today?
Oh, I don't know, what brings me to R&D? Upgrading freaking weapons, guys.
We do work here on weapons development, making upgraded weapons and equipment.
I know this, what?
And that includes rifles and machine guns. We can even soup up your tank.
Continue.
Of course, research expenses aren't cheap.
Okay, so you're a fanboy, but you won't give me discounts. Dick?
With rifles and other firearms, we'll mass-produce new models as they're developed.
Okay, I am very much respecting R&D right now.
You won't have to worry about making enough for your squad. We'll outfit them.
I like this rat tag of army I'm in.
For tanks, you can upgrade the baseline performance of the body itself, or develop optional parts that you can add on to tweak out its specs. Right. You can choose which optional parts you want in the tank equipment section.
Oh, thanks, game, for the hand-holding.
Come in anytime and make adjustments based on the needs of the operation at hand.
Well, tanks are OP. I mean, we have a game called World Tanks, so I feel like that would be the most essential in a war. And airplanes, too. Yeah, outfitting tanks. Cool. What? I mean, it's pretty obvious. Upgrade the attack, armor plating, missiles, weapons. I don't think I need to kind of like show you guys about how to outfit a tank. I think this is pretty standard stuff. I mean, how much is it gonna cost? It's not bad. I mean, they're not great, but it's not bad. We can't... Looks like I can't move it. No, there's nothing we can actually change it for. Alright, so I imagine the more that we play this game, the better our outfits are going to be. Alright, 500. So how much is the other ones? Mostly 500. Okay, well, let's actually just do it for most of these. Ah, the classic rifle. Increasing that accuracy boost. Yes!
All set for you, bro. It's done.
Thank you, bro. Of course, we can't unlock it because we have to, you know, get more skills. Oh, cool. R1 puts us to the next weapon. And, you know, get more OP. Firepower.
All set for you, bro. It's done.
You know, Leon's positivity is infectious. Thank you, bro.
It's done. This one's perfect, bro.
Everyone needs a bro like that. Is that a sniper? Freaking yes.
It's done. This one's perfect, bro.
I know this probably is taking you guys a lot. Can increase the hand grenade. That's quite interesting. Oh, you did first.
It's done. This one's perfect, bro.
So he does. Oh, armor upgrade. that I can't afford. Son of a tank. Well, that would have been cool. Alright, well, what about body enhancements? You know, probably could have used it for the tank, but the tank is OP, so it's not like we can't increase it, and we're not going to replay sequence just to be freaking awesome. Wait, so once we're leveling all our tanks and all our weapons and all our armor, can we replay sequences that were kicking our can so much time, but with our upgraded weapons? Because if we can, you got my respect, Valkyrie Chronicles. You got my respect.
Well, sir, was that helpful?
Very much so.
We're working here around the clock to make possible tomorrow what's out of reach today.
You sound like an infomercial or one of those future slogans.
Come again a little later. We'll do our best to have something useful for you by then.
You guys already have useful stuff.
Yeah, you better come back soon, bro. I am all fired up to work on stuff for you.
You have not opened your eyes for a while. Okay. Book mode. Huh. Oh yeah, right. Okay, let's go to the command room.
It's good to see you doing the rounds. Welcome.
Alright.
This is the command room. Use it to structure your squad.
Well, we're gonna have a lot of snipers, we're gonna have a lot of infantrymen, we're gonna have a freaking tank.
You will have access to both drafted and volunteer recruits. Now that I think of it, Squad 7 is still short on soldiers, isn't it? I'll explain how this works. This is the master list. The recruits have all been assigned classes based on their talents.
This feels like Fire Emblem. Guys, am I thinking right of Fire Emblem logic? Didn't Fire Emblem have, like, recruits that you could equip? Or I guess this is Gaia. Yes, I know what that series is. Where you can, you know, just recruit certain people, put them in certain classes. Even Honor Side did that too. But you know what? Games can get away with that. If we have a lot of games with character classes, you know, when it's not live service games, and specifically games like this, much appreciated. I will take that so much.
I should probably touch on the 5 classes, just so we're clear.
Let me guess. Infantry, I'll list it. Rifleman, Sniper, Machine Gun, Heavy Lance Guy, and that's all. And maybe a Medic.
First off, you have the Scouts. Just like the name suggests, they'll be your eyes.
Very to the point. Thank you, Captain.
Their best asset is their mobility. They can go out, collect intel, then make it back safely.
Wouldn't the Sniper be our Scouts since they can zoom in and actually perform recon that way? But sure, yeah, it's Scouts. That makes total sense.
That, and a keen eye for enemies. A good scout can spot a man in tall grass from 100 yards.
Like I said, I feel like that would be the Sniper's job. But hey, tomato, tomato.
That comes at the price of firepower. Their job is spotting enemies, not taking them out.
I beg to differ, Captain. I will upgrade them and whip them in the shape that they will they will rival a sniper.
Next up, the shock trooper. They're the ones to break through enemy lines and clean up.
Okay.
They offer excellent offense and defense. As far as combat goes, they're as good as it gets.
That's useful.
While they lack any specialized techniques, they also don't have any obvious shortcomings.
So they're a typical average Joe Call of Duty player of assault rifles. Cool.
Think of them as the least finicky unit in your squad, Lieutenant.
Thank you.
After them, we have Lancers, then anti-tank units. They're critical when facing armored targets.
You mean Titans? Sorry. Roger.
Their purpose is pretty self-explanatory. In most cases, they're the only way to stop a tank.
So what is the point of having a tank if we have these type of soldiers? Don't the enemy have it too? Then tanks are pretty freaking useless, what you think about it.
They're also well shielded from explosives, which conveniently includes tank mortars.
I'm sorry, why did we not have these type of characters in the last freaking battle?
Sadly, they're slow and weak to gunfire. Their limited ammo could also be called a drawback.
Yeah, that's actually useful information. Thank you for telling me that.
Changing gears, we have the engineers. They handle supplies and perform combat support. They can restock other units' ammunitions, treat the wounded, even repair tanks on site. They can place sandbags for cover, disarm mines, repair towers, you name it. Their actual combat skills are very low. Think of them as combat facilitators. Lastly, we have the snipers. They can shoot down targets from a considerable distance. You won't find better soldiers for marksmanship and range. They can hit targets I can barely see. Sniping rifles also come with scopes that work to augment a sniper's natural eyesight. Drawbacks include low mobility and defense. If the enemy gets them alone, they're done for. That should cover the basics. Go ahead and put a squad together now. There's room for 20, and you can swap units at any time.
Alright, so different classes. And there's actually comprised of a lot of classes. Well, of course, we're gonna have 2 scouts, and... okay, so we have 17. Alright then. Wait, Marina? Interesting. Okay, so...
I'm Hermes Kissinger. With me here, your squad will get twice the girls.
okay, Hermes, turn it down a notch.
Hey, Welkster, I'm Melville Young. I'll do my best, man.
These people... wait, this fails Fire Emblem. Is there permadeath? Wait, be right back. Okay, so guys, I think this is a perfect way to stop this. There will be more Valkyrie Chronicles coming up in the future, so of course leave that like, comment, or subscribe. What's your favorite anime-like game? And I'll see you guys after these paid commercials. Means I'm taking a break. We'll be back.